Oh, there we are. Okay. These things take time. You know, we honestly, professional show business. This is our quality commitment to you. The most well rehearsed, and quite honestly, it feels like I'm. Is this on? Check. That on. Feels very echoey in here for some reason. Anyway, hi. How's everybody doing? Usually I start with a song of some sort. I will start by saying hello to our friends who join us after the fact. Jack, Michelle, many others. Listen. I got it bad. You don't know how bad I got it. You getting harder. Don't know when you got it good. Just getting harder. Just keeping life and soul together. I'm sick of fighting, even though I know I should. The cold is biting through each and every nerve and fiber. Broken spirit is frozen to the core. I don't wanna be here no more. Wouldn't it be good? Is that right? Wouldn't it be good to walk on your shoes, even if it was for just one day? Wouldn't it be good if we could wish ourselves away? That's right. Wouldn't it be good to be on your side? Grass is always greener over there. Here we go. Wouldn't it be good if we could live without a care? You end up joking, you don't know a thing about it. You got no problem, I'd stay right there if I were you. I got it harder, you couldn't dream how hard I got it. Stay out of my shoes if you know what's good for you. The heat is stifling, burning me up from the inside. The sweat is coming through each and every pore. Is that right? That sounds right. I don't wanna be here no more. Don't wanna be here no. Something like that. Hey, it's Laura, everybody. Really, I'm just killing time.
What's up, everyone?
I just kill time until the cute one gets here. She's the cute beetle.
What's up, bitches?
I don't know what that makes me. What does that make me if you're the cute beetle?
The talented beetle?
No. Couldn't possibly be. We'll try that again. How is everybody doing? Wait, listen. This is my. This is what this beer does. This is Guinness in a can, and it's packed with nitrogen. It's nitrogen packed. So I don't know.
I thought you were going to say packed with nutrients. I'm like, okay.
It is though.
You know what? Let's go with that.
Beer is packed with nutrients. Let's go with that. Hey, it's Christina, everybody.
Hi, Christina.
We've been wondering about you.
We've been wondering about your whereabouts, and in fact, we have a clue about it.
Yeah.
Because
and then honestly, a poll. We thought it would.
We're going to take a poll as to what you've been doing.
What's Christina been doing?
Yeah.
What
have you been doing that doesn't involve us?
So, and honestly, why would you? Why would you be any?
Why are you having plans that don't involve us? You have to. If you have plans, you should bring us with you because.
That's exactly right.
We all have no life together. That's what we're doing here.
I think we should all just take some sort of a blood oath. I'm turning on the lights here, as you can see.
Yeah, what are you doing?
So
you doing witchcraft?
I am. I think we need to take some sort of blood oath that we are to spend. Look at this. Wee-hee-hoo. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? Check that shit out. Isn't that dope? Wee-hee-hoo. I think we need to take some sort of blood oath that we are bound together to spend our Saturdays together in perpetuity.
I mean, it's been 5 years.
Why would you
go anywhere else?
Right? Honestly, what are you thinking?
Who else writes a show for you every week?
People.
Based on stupid stuff that happens.
Stupid stuff. And then honestly,
who else just dedicates themselves every Saturday to just making you laugh?
So dedicated.
That's what we do.
Oh my goodness, very dedicated. So listen, Laura and I are feeling extraordinary pride of ownership right now. Oh my goodness, that I just realized that the picture on the top of that speaker is about to fall over, and it's a picture of you, and I feel like that would be bad luck. There's a picture on the top of my speaker, and I'm just like I don't want it to fall over. Lori Caldwell is the finest of women I've bet. We'll get to that. There's
a picture of Torvald.
Yeah, there's plenty to get to tonight here on the Fabulous Broadcast. But Laurel and I are feeling incredible pride of ownership because we have been doing.
We did our own landscaping. Okay,
right. We did our own landscaping, and honestly,
now if you're just tuning in, we were fired by our landscapers after Barb stole them and turned them against us. Whereas I'm quite sure if they knew the real score about Barb, they would know that if she had any inkling that they were doing something wrong, she would call ICE on them. So
I'm sure she would.
100%.
I'm sure that she would.
When she gets mad at them, she's going to have them deported.
The minute that they don't do what she wants them to do, it's a call to her friends in the Trump administration.
But she kind of turned them into, are they Trumpers? Or they're just, the guy's just an asshole now.
I think the guy is basically just an asshole now. But you know, here's the thing. We've discovered that
we like doing our own landscaping.
First of all, we saved $2,000 by not having them come and do like the big yard cleanup they do at the beginning of the season. And honestly, that savings right in the old pocket. Ice cream. What are you going to do with that?
That's
right. Pizza, ice cream, and all the things you give. $2,000 buys a lot of ice cream. So we're racking up the savings in that way, folks. And then
we're passing the savings on.
We're passing the savings on to you, of course we are.
By giving you this free show.
By giving you a free show is what we do every week. But so we would have, you know, these gentlemen would come and they would clean out basically these two giant islands.
Giving us dirty looks the whole time.
Giving us kind of, you know, so
it was a bad vibes landscaping service. Right. Like it was
bad vibes landscaping.
Bad vibes landscaping. They're raking it. Fuck you. The whole time.
The fuck you actually came when I would go out there and try to deviate them from their path of blowing shit around and leaving. That's what they really like to do. Is then
they don't like us.
Landscaper shaped holes in the wall. But anyway, we've discovered how much we actually like doing this. So
we went out and did it today.
We've been doing it. We've been weeding. We've been doing all of these things that these fellows had done before. And guess what? We really enjoyed it. And honestly, I've been thinking about my dad a lot lately. Missing my pops, missing my dad's. And you know, he was big into not only, you know, making me do chores on the weekend, listening to Casey Kasem's weekly Top 40 Countdown. But he and my mom really loved doing chores. They owned the two houses that I grew up in, you know, consecutively. And so hi, Mom, speaking of my lovely mother, they had incredible pride of ownership of the places that I grew up in. And so I would be doing my chores and they would be out there with me, and they made, you know, my mom be, you know, gardening, raking, all that stuff. And at the end of the day, there was this, you know, for me, it's just like, fucking finally, I can go read my Mad magazines in peace. Thank you.
Exactly.
But they would be like, wow, look at what we did.
I know. It's totally wholesome. Like,
totally wholesome.
Now I don't know why we're into this. Like Saturday morning, we get up, we like deep clean the entire house.
And when did this start? This seems like this might have started about a year and a half ago, and I don't remember why, and maybe it was actually right around the time that I lost my dad. And I thought, what a tribute! Yeah, just doing chores.
We used to do like a minimal amount of chores, and then we stop and we write the show.
And then we would stop and write.
We still do.
Sometimes we'll write the show while we're doing the chores, you know.
Yeah,
because that's fun.
Sometimes we just write the show based on stuff that's the funny stuff we've sent each other during the week.
Right? That's generally how we do the show these days. We do the show by essentially going through our text feed to one another and be like, oh, that was ridiculous. Let's use that. Right. This is how we roll. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
It's Kathy Jean Powell. Love that. I'm so glad that all of you folks are here. No, this 8-Ball Pope is JP2. This guy died in the like the 90s, I want to say.
Does the guy that just died have a bust?
Not, well, I'm sure he does, but we got to
We
get
don't
one.
know. Yeah.
Because he was good Pope. He was new Pope, you know.
We
now new
can't
Pope is
buy a
gone.
bust of the Pope. Someone has to randomly mail it to us.
And said it's the ghost of 8-Ball
Mhm.
Pope. Well, should we ask him a question about the succession? Should we ask for when the conclave is going to produce some white smoke
He's never
up the
run.
papal chimney? That sounds dirty, doesn't it? White smoke up the papal
papal
chimney.
chimney?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Gosh.
you can't write this stuff. And we don't.
We were watching.
And we don't write any of it.
And we don't.
How about that?
We were watching. This doesn't sound bad. We were watching a documentary last week. It was about hair metal bands
Yes.
of the 1980s.
Yeah, and guess
And-
what?
And
fellas.
guess what? You're gay.
All of you, every single one
yeah,
of you.
I'm just. This is a news flash.
Aquanet,
And we were like,
teased
wait a
hair,
minute. Wait a minute.
makeup, spandex.
They were coming over to the theater room to beat
Rubbing
us all up.
elbows
And
with
what
each
we
other.
should have said was, hold
Fellas,
up,
listen,
Def Leppard.
Well, as soon as you're done, kicking our asses,
We
you'll
understand
realize how very, very
that you're gay.
attracted you are to us, and,
Yeah.
and we'll welcome you in.
And we're fine with you.
We're
Like,
fine with that.
stop it. Whatever you're doing right now,
Whatever
this
you're
whole
doing.
hair metal
It's
thing,
fine.
where you're like teasing your hair and wearing makeup and then kicking the ass
Go,
of theater kids, it's unnecessary.
You don't need
what's
to do that
happening is-
because
you're gay.
you're gay.
And that's okay. That's,
that's
fine with us.
And
We're
that's
fine with
absolutely
us.
Fine. Yeah, it's,
I don't know if your hair metal vomit party
skinny
friends are gonna. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
Blows me away.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, so Laurel and I feeling incredibly invigorated by the amount of, because we were just after we were done, God, you look fucking gorgeous tonight,
Wow.
ladies and gentlemen. She looks so pretty tonight,
Thank you.
every night, but especially tonight. I got no glasses, y'all. How
You
about that?
did.
I did.
You did.
So
Which might be nauseating you.
they
We-
might-
We're not
okay.
sure. We're not
So,
sure. He has motion sickness based on his new glasses.
I don't know if it's
We're old now.
if it's I'm very old. I don't know if it's motion sickness from the glasses or if it's that I had I had switched back onto an older SSRI
Yeah,
and-
you switched meds.
and I switched
Totally
meds,
unscientific.
and it totally unscientific. And so today I was feeling so bad I had to go lie down.
you had to take
uh,
you had to take a pill.
I had to take a pill.
Christina says, give them some shading pointers for the nose and cheekbones. See,
Mhm.
that's what hair metal could have gotten from
Could've gotten, yep,
just coming
exactly.
over to the theater class and just being friends
Listen,
with the
we'll
theater
show
kids.
you
Like,
honestly.
instead of bullying us,
We
they
need to
could have
do
been
that.
like, how can this look better?
Exactly. Listen, we'll give you tips. We wear this stuff every time we do a production. Yada yada yada.
Also, I have questions about myself, and we would have said, go ahead.
Hey, it's Scott Coates.
Sure. Hi, Scott Coach.
Say hi to Fashion Steve. I figure he's at the dump at this
Can
point.
we have like a proof of life photo of
I think we.
Fashion Steve?
Hi,
Maleficent, I was
Oh
just
my
thinking about you today. I
goodness.
was going to send you a text and say, why don't you come join us? It's
What-
fun over here.
Honestly, let's have a show,
Yeah.
shall we? The gang's all
Now we've
here.
got the gangs all
The
here.
gang is here. Let's do it. So
Maleficent, I was just entertaining a theory about high school. If
Mhm.
more of the hair metal kids
Yeah.
had just realized that they were
manifestly gay. I mean,
Gay.
obviously.
and they
but-
had come over to the theater,
Yeah.
the theater class, we would have just said, hey, we'll make you more fabulous. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Listen, come
And,
with us
uh,
if you want to be more fabulous.
Right. So stop
That's-
bullying us.
You don't need to.
You're gay.
Because
Sorry.
inherently we're on the same side. We like to put on shows and wear makeup. All of us,
Sure.
right? Sure.
All of us do.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially hair metal guys like David Coverdale. I'm sorry, leopard skin spandex and spiked up hair and makeup.
David
You're a little bit
Coverdale
gay.
of
fine.
you named your band White Snake.
White Snake, really?
ladies and gentlemen. White
That's
Snake.
not gay.
Lots
Fine.
of but
Great.
that's not gay at all.
Right.
White Snake. All right,
Oh, we had so much fun in theater. That's what I'm
Oh my
saying.
God,
If
best
like
time
the
theater.
hair metal guys had come over to our side, they
Oh my
would have
God.
seen, oh, you guys
You
are
guys have
totally
it
fun.
way
And
more
it's
fun.
fine that I'm gay.
And it's perfectly fine to
Wow.
accept your sexuality. Okay, so the first question that we have, since she hasn't been here for a couple weeks now, is where's Christina been?
Yeah.
Where's
Let's
Christina been?
speculate about it,
No,
shall
let's
we?
do.
Um,
Theater was great fun,
I don't know.
Kathy. You're goddamn
It was
right.
so fun.
It was so much fun.
it was
Where
where
has
you
Christina
made
been?
all of your true friends.
And memories, and great
Yeah.
memories. Putting those productions on was always a labor of love, and it had to be, because what did we do it for, like a weekend or two? Jesus, all that work, just rehearse, and then it's all over, and you tear the whole thing down, and so you better have enjoyed that. Am I right?
Joe says today was amazing weather. I'm in a good mood, not thinking about recent bad
Me
things.
too, brother.
Wow,
Me
Joe,
too.
that bad thing happened right after we finished the show. Right?
I know.
Like, that was
This
really
last
sad.
week. We lost
It's been a
very
sad
dear
week. We
friend of
lost a
ours.
good friend.
Yeah, and just unfortunately now I have to tell everybody what's going on because Joe just said, "Hey, I'm actually feeling better, not thinking about this thing."
Yeah.
But so a dear friend of ours who was our state senator, previously our representative, and then was serving his first term as our state senator, Bill Ramos, passed away very suddenly a week ago.
1 week ago, like as we're doing the show last week. So super sad.
Yeah, so very, very sad, and it's been just honestly a week of shock. So anyway, we had a wonderful get together, kind of unrelated. We had a wonderful get together on Thursday night where we kind of all got to be in community and really just kind of lift each other up. And I will tell you this. The way that I feel about our indivisible community around here is precisely the way that I feel about this.
How about you guys?
It's exactly the same thing. It's like we are going to get through this shit together because I'm getting chills. We're stronger together. We are absolutely all stronger together. I love you people, and when you lose somebody like that, it fucking hurts. This Bill was one of the pillars of our community. I mean, and when you pull out a pillar, you feel like you're gonna fall over, So anyway,
but anything is better when you deal with it together. So
exactly. So we love all of you. We're so glad to have you here on a Saturday night. Let's see, where's Christina been? El Salvador. God, I hope not. Oh my God, she's been renditioned to El Salvador in an anteater mascot suit at the UCI basketball playoffs.
I think we should let Christina pick the winner of this round.
I think we should
because she has to say where. She doesn't have to say where she was. She just have to say the best answer. Where was she?
She's always in our heart.
She was joining. She was enjoying the weather.
Yeah, always in your heart. She says she's been at a secret witchy planning retreat, working on a plan to defeat the evil. I hope so. I hope Christina's in Maui or someplace lovely, says Mal.
Oh my gosh, Joe. So you hung up because you left the show because Sarah called you, right? And then a few hours later, I went to sleep and I woke up with terrible insomnia. And then I saw the post where she announced the death. And I was like, oh my God, no one knows. I'm all alone. This is freaking me out. Like she had posted it like 15 minutes before. And I was like, oh my God. I sent her a message, which obviously I don't know her that well, so she didn't answer it. But I was like, oh no. And then I didn't want to wake you up. So I sent you a text about it. And then I sent your mom a text. I'm like, I'm death texting everyone. Yeah. This is terrible. Terrible.
Anyway, so we're very happy to be together in comedy this evening for many reasons, but that's one of them for sure. Christina says she hopes, Maleficent says she hopes Christina's in Maui. Fuzz says Christina infiltrated the White House under the theater kid guise of improving JD's eyeshadow.
I hope that's
There's
true.
A lot of it.
Also gay.
Olympus, let's see.
Or not. It's fine.
She been where she at, says Scott. They can't deny that.
It is what it is.
Circular logic. Enjoying the weather is where Christina has been. She was stuck on hold with the insurance company, but just in interest of moving things along, because already it's like 20 after. I'm going to go ahead and award the first point to David for El Salvador. Okay. I thought that was a fabulous,
Why
fabulous
El
answer.
Salvador?
Because that's where they're sending all of the.
I get it. I get it now.
Yeah,
I'll just take a minute to catch up. I'm fine.
Speaking of our fine president, our dear leader. I don't know if you guys caught wind of this Time Siena poll that just dropped, but holy shit, people fucking hate this guy. We could have told him.
No, he thrives off of it, though.
Well, but I don't think he thrives off of polling this fucking bad.
Okay.
Everything is in the tank, including his numbers on his signature issues of immigration and the economy. Ladies and gentlemen, not good news for the Trumpmeister. Anyway, a majority of poll respondents also don't like Trump's handling of blank. A majority of poll respondents also don't like Trump's handling of blank. My mom made this dish for the our potluck called tagliarini. I think it's actually pronounced tagliarini, and because it's TAG.
I hit return too soon. It just says a majority of poll respondents also don't like Trump.
That is a fact. Here, let's put that up while you retype it. I hope that's true. I think it is. Anyway, this is a kind of this weird amalgam of a dish that it's basically pasta with enchilada sauce, and it's fucking good. It's actually really, really good. Yeah, it's very, very good.
What could go wrong?
Let's see. People don't like Trump's handling of the pussies. Sure, the pussies definitely don't like it.
Has he outlawed Kumbaya? Great. Great.
All right.
Super.
His tiny hands.
Super.
Rewriting campfire songs. He's outlawed Kumbaya. He doesn't like his handling of himself. I'm sure he could hire somebody to do that. Yeah. And by the way, I keep seeing the stories saying that this is definitely the woman he keeps being seen with at events. Definitely not Melania. Definitely a body double. Doesn't really look like her, unless she's had like
is
a lot
AI?
of maybe. Unless this is Melania who's just had a lot of work and is therefore unrecognizable. This does not look like Melania Trump.
All right.
Let's see. A majority of
I'll
poll
believe
respondents
anything at this point. It's fine.
They also don't like Trump's handling of anyone and everything. The interns, the Pope's dead meat, his signature blue suit, Elon. Yeah, but speaking of Pope's dead meat, who was the last person who had a papal audience before the Pope died?
Why do you let J.D.
Vance
Vance in your house? Like, don't do that.
So, dear Laura, who had the funniest response to a majority of poll respondents also don't like Trump's handling of blank? Disabled reporter says Scott.
Nice.
That's funny.
I'm going to give it to Maleficent for anyone and anything.
Okay, good.
Anyone and everything.
Blanket.
Yep.
Just covers it all. All right. So listen, let's get right into our media portion of the program here tonight. Laura was just at the store tonight where she came upon this. What you're seeing here are two nuns at the self-checkout.
Let me tell you an embarrassing
story.
story.
One's on a cell phone for some reason.
I came around the corner at the grocery store, and I for some reason, because I have no filter now, I went, whoa! And one of the nuns turned to me and shrugged.
I'm sure she's used to it. I'm sure they're used to it at this point.
And I was like, I can't believe I just said, whoa!
It's not something you see at
oh my God.
At the Klahanie
I mean, they're
QFC.
in like full nun. And all of a sudden I went, wait a minute. Where is there a convent around here?
I don't know. Habit and
Wimple.
Wimple.
Here in a car? Why is one of them on a cell phone? Why are they using
so many questions?
Like, there's a lot going on.
She talking to the big man,
right? Like,
should we pick up eggs?
God,
she's saying, God, listen, I know you're omnipotent. I know you know everything, but I noticed we're running low on TP. Shall I grab a?
I can't hear. You're cutting out.
God, listen.
Hold on.
Can God is God so mighty that he himself? That's the international hand sign. That he himself.
The cell phone be more like this.
Can establish establish a cell phone conversation that he himself can't get proper reception for or something. Anyway, our interest peaked. We wondered, what are those nuns buying? What are these nuns buying? Where are they from? Oh, Joe says we saw them in the Snoqualmie ice cream shop. Okay, so maybe
they were like really young, and then
visiting
the cashier
from out of town
went over and started bagging their groceries for them. I'm like, this is self-check, ma'am. Just because they're nuns, don't give them special treatment.
I don't get that kind of special treatment.
They're supposed to be experiencing the world, right?
They're mean. But listen, Christ's brides, they do what they like.
Scott says 426 annual blessing of the QR code reader.
I like that. I thought it was a good answer. Kathy, on her answer to the last question about Trump's poll numbers, said his insistence that Disney takes all the brown characters out of its rides and changes the lyrics if it's a small world.
That's right.
Probably. If he could, he would.
It's a world of laughter, a world of
white
tears.
People. Yeah. Let's see. Operator, give me information. Operator information. Get me Jesus on the line. Yeah, indeed. Let's see. Hamburger. They're buying hamburger, says Fuzz. I love that. The annual blessing of the QR reader, says Scott. The Sisters of Mercy. Yes. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Hamburger. They bring this corrosion to me. Burner phones and gallon Ziploc baggies. Sure, they're up to some sort of shenanigans. Yeah, they got fucking zip ties too. They're gonna throw you in the back of the sedan. Wake up in a convent someplace.
Because I'm
Actually,
weird.
they're going and Shanghaiing recruits. There just aren't enough people entering the convent these days, so they're just getting supplies.
Because I'm a weirdo, I thought, is someone having a costume party? It's April, but I can see it, right? Oh, is it like a Catholic costume? Oh no, those are real nuns. Like
they're very real
those
nuns.
Are for real.
Pinch them, they're real.
Do they? But are they allowed to have like driver's licenses and stuff? How do nuns work now?
I have no idea. All I know is they can't bone, and they can't marry any. They're married to Jesus. They're married to Jesus.
I thought they were not supposed to know things about the regular world, like cell phones. I don't know.
Maybe. Let's see. Better theater makeup is what they were looking for. Rulers, of course, and go bust some knuckles. The Sister Act OST. I love that. Vodka and OJ, the currently allowed blood of Christ. Yeah, I was going to say, was there BOGO on bread and wine? Was that why they were there?
That was what your answer. I was like, what are they buying?
Yeah. Souls, says Christina. They're buying souls.
Also, is it cool that I took their photo? Maybe
I think it's very cool. Listen, we wouldn't be having the hilarity that we're having right now if you hadn't. Eucharist crackers, prepaid Visa cards, vibrating panties. Hi-oh! Wow. Cuter undies, Kool-Aid, wholesale habits, condoms, and antifungal cream for the priest. Got to protect those altar boys. Whoa, hey, that's funny.
Your mom says, "Are they Chinese?"
I don't know. Are they? Maybe.
Shall we go back to the clip?
or are you trying to say that like Parker Posey in White Lotus? Are they Chinese?
Are they Chinese?
You're not Chinese.
Why would you want to live in Taiwan?
Are you going to stay in Taiwan? Let's see. More Bibles, wine the color of blood. For her many funny answers, I'm going to give it to Christina. Buddhism.
What?
You're not Chinese. So Fuzz graciously sent us a photo of this property. So people will, when they are trying to either sell or rent a piece of property, generally what they'll do is try and make it look as good as they possibly can so as to entice a potential buyer, and so they'll put up flower arrangements, sprays of begonias or whatever the fuck. Well, these people seem to have taken an opposite approach. Massage table is probably the least conspicuous thing, but right in the center of the action, a stripper pole. Ladies and gentlemen.
And this is a real house that Buzz went into to photograph. Okay.
Yeah, I have to wonder if are they expecting that this is going to be a value add of listen, we're going to tack on an extra 50 grand onto the sale price for the stripper pole. Those things are expensive. Anyway, considering all the things that it had.
What's going on in your house?
Yeah, a massage table and a
Sky, I'm sure the sex swing is just in the closet, right? There's probably a hook on the ceiling for the sex swing.
Scott, you're way ahead of us here. What is this living room missing? Therefore. Oh, that's very funny. Kathy just came in with a late answer. What the nuns were doing, they were buying a package of cups to give out to the girls so they don't have to share. In other words, 2 girls, 2 cups.
Oh, I see.
Right?
I see. So, that's funny. That's a deep thought.
It really is. Let's see. What is this living room missing? Christina says that is a make it rain situation. Exactly. That's how you conduct the escrow.
Do you mean with the nuns?
No.
Okay.
You're making it rain. That's how you do escrow. You do escrow by making it rain up in there, right? Fashion Steve, of course it's missing. We're all missing Fashion Steve.
We're all missing Fashion Steve.
We're missing him.
I mean, what we need is a little photo so we can be sure he's still alive and he's not at the dump.
Right.
It's okay. I mean, Fashion Steve will reemerge eventually.
Maybe Scott did send him to El Salvador. Maybe that's where Fashion Steve has been.
We don't know.
Yeah, we have no idea. No way of knowing.
Oh, you're right, Joe. It's missing nuns. We just need to send the nuns down to that house in Portland, right? What's this? It's a stripper pole, Mrs. Nunn. Wait, do they have names? Sister Evangeline of Immaculate Conception.
It's always they're always named after generally a saint, Sister Mary Ignatius or some shit.
Listen, it's my job to photograph nuns in the grocery store. That's all I'm doing. I'm the jumping off.
You fill in the punchlines. This living.
I took a chance for you.
Anne says she is far more bothered by the volume of mismatched baskets on the bookcase. That is something that would bother you, Ange. I get that. Let's see. Fashion Steve, a fireman calendar photo shoot. Yeah, because the pole.
That's right.
Slide down the pole.
That's right.
A basket for the lotion, in which,
right.
or else it gets a hose again. Diddy's baby oil stock. JD Vance.
No, you're right. JD Vance belongs in that room.
Cheap rattan furniture, blister ointment. The orgy group, who will undoubtedly be living there.
You are
strippers.
Correct.
Hey, Ripple!
Hello!
The disco ball, a safe word, says Christina. Christina's on fire tonight. She's obviously been doing her crunches. She's been practicing.
In El Salvador.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott says he can't build it without the other hand, so he's going to throw the Atwoods under the bus.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? That's a good.
Sally Fields.
Well, they'll never give up that hand. It's in their yard.
Won't. No, you're safe.
So you're going to have to come visit, and then we're going to have to go in a group.
You might have to rendition that hand is what might have to happen. Let's see. Sally Fields. Christina's missing from that living room. A sewing table, red lighting for sure. Yeah. A DJ, Polaroid cameras, pineapples, a statue of Angela's finger, or a good freak off.
A good freak, yeah. That's what's missing.
Dear Laura.
Oh gosh.
A Thai restaurant, the Thai restaurant front. Yeah, exactly.
Right, hear me out.
Yes.
Every mattress store is actually a front for the mall.
That would have to be because they get no foot traffic at all.
Yeah,
it's a very low margin business.
There's no way you sell enough mattresses to actually pay for that space.
Right, it's a high margin business, meaning like you
just
would have to charge enough.
This has nothing to do with the clue. It's just something I think about and then we talk about during the week. You're like, are they that weird during the regular week? Yes. Sometimes I call him on the phone and I say, mattress stores, a front for the mob, question mark. And it has nothing to do with anything we've been talking about.
We don't need a preamble. Nope. Listen, we've been going for this long. We need no preamble.
27 years.
Absolutely.
Hello. Mattress stores, a front for the mob.
And go. And then we're off to the races. Let's see, because he's taking meetings at strip clubs. Let's see, a large tip. If you don't like it, I'll take it right out. Let's see, penicillin is missing from that. That is correct. Soundproofing. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response?
I'm going to give it to Joe for his several funny answers, one of which was red lighting and the Thai restaurant.
The Thai restaurant, yeah.
That's right.
All right. So listen, we've got an update from our dear friend Bonnie. She is back giving away what looks like very questionable chicken. That's chicken, by the way.
You guys, there's no expiration date. There's no label. Where did she get the chicken?
Pre-seasoned chicken.
This is upsetting.
No date and no ingredient list. We've eaten some of it, and it seems just fine, she says. It's in my freezer and should be...
I'm having a panic attack.
Should be bout frozen, she says. Not frozen. All of a sudden, I was like, is she speaking Rastafarian? The chicken should be not frozen. A specific pickup time is required in your ask, of course. That's table stakes with bonnets. It was received today and kept in cold storage. From
where? Yeah. Is it human meat? What's going on? She says it's chicken, but it's not labeled.
Specify day and time you can pick up. None of the baloney of I can pick up soon or I can come right now. I'm not a mind reader. Don't expect me to be. Can you believe the nerve of these poors? These fucking poor people. God damn them.
The real point is the unlabeledness of this meat. Is it not?
Honest to God, Bonnie is just about to go postal on somebody.
Losing it.
So anyway, she's not a mind reader, people. Don't expect her to be. What else should we not expect Bonnie to be? God damn it. What else? What else is Bonnie not? All right, what else should we not expect Bonnie to? You can hear the invective. You can hear the tone, can't you? Oh, she was so cranky when she wrote that.
She's playing the long game of cannibalism.
Yeah,
that's right.
Honest to God, she could be laundering human remains. We have no idea what's up with our dear friend Bonnets. But
Joe says it's fine, just nuke it. You go get it and nuke it.
Joe, it's up. It's waiting for you.
I'll tell you her address. You can go get it right now.
Should be bout frozen. Should be not frozen.
Make it into chicken nuggets for the kids.
Sure, absolutely. Safe for the entire family. She thinks. She thinks it. She had some. She thinks it's fine.
They had some of it. They think it's okay.
Oh my fucking God! Yeah, my mom says. What else should we not expect Bonnie to be? My mom says civil.
She's not happy.
Fist bump, Mom.
She's not happy.
That was funny.
About this volunteer job that she made for herself. She's not happy.
Fucking God. Let's see. What else should we expect Bonnie not to be? The starting act. A starring act at the state fair. Sure, not a serial killer. A health inspector on meds, says Kelly.
We should. And then Christina followed up with, we should not expect her to be on medication as prescribed.
Write a check all by herself. Carol Baskin. Goddamn Carol Baskin.
Listen.
What happened to that guy, I wonder?
if you take meat from Bonnie
Yeah.
and you eat it, there's caveat emptor is in every chain of the every
Absolutely
link of
Yeah.
the chain here, right?
You have to be warned.
you took it,
You did it.
you
You
ate
can
it.
you can see that this
You have
is a
no one to
sketchy
blame but
situation.
yourself, right?
Honestly, it's been given away on social media by a stranger who may or may not have fucking tampered with it. We have no idea, right?
It's not labeled.
It's not labeled at all.
She just doesn't even say what it is. Why are you taking that?
We should not expect Bonnie to be a hand washer, says Fuzz. That's fucking funny. Within 50 feet of a barn, a pet owner, Dahmer's personal chef.
Do you
a
think
member
that
of
sometimes
Mensa.
I wake up at night thinking about Bonnie?
Sure you do.
I do.
Okay. Able to spell the word bulimia, says David. Out of custody.
That's fine.
Trustworthy. A butcher. A world traveler. Not a Russian bot. A feckless cunt. Says
Wow.
That's right. That is a deep Samantha B cut
Mhm.
right there.
That's right.
I got to give this one to my mom though for Sybil. That was a fabulous.
What do you want her to be? I mean, she's
Okay.
just trying to do the right thing, okay?
So I happened to
Or is
stumble
she?
at I read Reddit. We both read Reddit in the middle of the night. We can't sleep, and I happened to stumble up on the geography subreddit. Coughed up something very funny. So somebody was asking what happens. There's an archipelago of islands at the top of Scotland, of which the largest is Orkney. So and
You went deep into this like Scotland subject.
I thought it was I was fascinated by it because they're like, what happens here? And everybody's like, not much. And so basically this guy is like, spent some day on Orkney. It's full of Neolithic ruins, weather surprisingly temperate, but there are storms. And then he says there's Norse writing on the walls of Maze Howe that's basically runic graffiti. One reads something like, quote, Ingeborg is the most beautiful of women. I have bettered her. Thorvald wrote this. Ladies and gentlemen, big ups for Thorvald. Thorvald fucks.
Thorvald wrote this.
Thorvald fucks. I think we can.
And this is from how many years ago?
I would assume this is probably when were the Vikings active? Like certainly in the Middle Ages, earlier than the Middle Ages, I think. So yeah. So Thorvald, congrats on the sex, my brother. Anyway, I thought this would be fun for us, for perpetuity's sake here on the show. Write your own sexual conquest graffiti. Write your own sexual conquest graffiti, and why you would want to be memorialized. Steve wrote this, right? Yeah.
And then we were talking about maybe we could get a passport for Scotland, just a visa or something. And
might need it.
And if you look at me, you would know that my 23andMe says I'm fucking Scottish.
Yeah,
right?
straight up.
And so, but I don't have my grandparents, like my great grandparents were from Scotland, Ireland, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we were just wondering if you could get a passport based on your face.
Yeah, exactly. Just based on look at what you look like.
Like,
right.
Hi.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm clearly Scottish. Could I just get a bit, call it a face visa? If you show up and you just look like you belong there, just okay. Here you go.
My liver says I'm Irish, so
yeah, it does.
Honestly,
well, your face.
Let me in.
Your face is giving Portuguese.
My face definitely gives Portuguese.
Yeah,
but I'm not as signature. I don't look as signature ethnic as you look. You're a redheaded, blue-eyed gal.
Sure.
Honestly,
just give me a visa for Scotland.
This
or
is
Ireland.
Thorvald, right?
I am Thorvald.
This is the product of Thorvald
right?
here. Yeah.
I don't know. 23andMe went, what do you think you are? Do you have a mirror? You weirdo.
Let's see. Write your own sexual conquest graffiti. I love Vikings, says Maleficent. I came, says my mom. Right. That's all you need is the Vini. You don't need the Vidi or Vici, just the Vini. Let's see. Vlad's been here. I have a finger that has a song devoted to it. And Angela wrote this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Her hair's so thick, make great handle for pinning on cave floor. That's caveman
right.
style. I thought about it. I smiled a lot. I did the laundry.
Mm-hmm.
Peanut butter and jelly was used thoroughly, says Ray.
Mm-hmm.
I will legally change my name to Thorvald Salzer if you go out to dinner with me. That's good. I like that.
Listen, if they give me a visa and I can buy a castle, I'll
We're
bring
going
all
every
of you
time.
with me.
Come on, party
Sure,
at our place.
take a face visa. You look Scottish
I look Scottish. I don't. Well, let you
or Irish.
Gonna
Either
let
one.
you
I'll
in on
take
the
either
basis
one.
of the fact that you look it. As long as you manage to drink your way in McEwen's lager, that's all we require.
I am Thorvald.
Let's see. Two chicks at the same time, man, says
Man.
Fuzz. Better than goat. This is you. Who had the funniest response to write your own sexual conquest graffiti? And by the way, Thorvald will live in infamy in my mind. Here's to you, my brother, my Viking
I'm
brother.
gonna give it to Ange for I have a finger that has a song devoted
Indeed,
to
you do.
it. Angela was here.
Angela's fingers. All right. Now, Laura brought this next item to my attention. It turns out that I believe this is in Texas. There is
Oh Lord God in
Yeah.
heaven.
there is
Okay.
a den of hundreds
So
of
I
rattlesnakes.
only sent that
Colorado.
to you as a
I-
joke
you know,
because you hate snakes so
fucking
much.
hate them.
And by the way, during yard work today, I touched a snake.
Did you really? I saw several while we
Mhm.
were doing yard
Yep.
work today.
Yep.
Not my favorite thing.
And when
my
I went to go pull a weed and there was a snake there and I went, nope, absolutely not.
Absolutely
no,
not.
Nope.
Not doing that. So
No, thank you.
hundreds of rattlesnakes are currently emerging from a Colorado megaden in which they have been hibernating. Would have been a perfect opportunity to fucking snuff them out, is what I'm saying. But in any event, it turns out that you can spy on rattlesnakes by watching the Rattle Cam live stream.
Oh,
set
you're
up
not
in
going to play it
Colorado.
for them? Because it
No.
was the worst thing you ever saw.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
I
do
didn't
myself
mean
there, yeah.
for you to actually
Couldn't do it.
play the live game. Like,
Couldn't do it.
there's no way.
Couldn't do it. There's a live cam where you can actually watch these motherfuckers emerging from the earth like Satan himself.
Nobody likes
Coming-
snakes.
You know what? What else? What else doesn't need a live cam? That's one of them. I'll tell you that right now. What else doesn't need a live cam?
So I sent him this news story. It was
Yeah.
about snakes. And then from the other room, I'm in the other room cleaning something.
yeah.
And then I hear, nope.
No.
Absolutely no.
I made the mistake of watching the video. I'm like, this is no.
And I'm
this
like,
is
what's
horrifying.
wrong? He's like, I'm watching this video you sent me. I'm like, oh, I didn't mean
No,
I didn't mean for you to click on that.
So hey, it's Sarah.
Oh, hi.
It's our favorite American Canadian expat, eh? Well, we're so
No, the
so-
snakes traumatized him.
I can't with snakes.
You hate snakes.
Honest to
you
fucking
hate them.
honest to God, they feel impossible to me. There's something every time I see a snake, something in my brain goes, no, you don't exist.
Nope.
You can't
Stop it.
exist. Not in
Nope.
this reality.
No.
It's like something from a parallel reality
No,
that is
you're from
creeping over
Satan.
into this. It's from evil.
How is
evil
it
reality.
moving? Does it poop? I don't understand.
How do they move?
How does it
They
move?
don't have arms and legs. They just it's impossible.
Stop it.
Stop
No.
it, snakes.
Stop it right
Stop being snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? I feel the same way. I feel exactly like Indiana Jones did, Joe. And says I would move exactly. No Colorado for me. Let's see. Snakes killed Ragnar on Vikings.
now. Oh my God, you are right about maggots. Ooh, you are right.
Careful. Yeah, be careful with that word. My mom.
No, your mom said maggots.
Mom,
Fucking
no,
maggots.
boo.
Okay.
Boo.
One summer, we lived in New York. I found maggots in a trash can.
What the
and
fuck? What were we doing? Oh my God.
I
God.
don't know. Something was dead in there. There was a fly. I don't know. It ended
my
up
God.
in maggots. And I had to clean it. And in between like gagging, I just turned over the trash can and I put it in timeout for like a month.
It was awful. It was awful.
And you were like, what's with that trash can? I'm like, maggots.
You got some like product from Temu
Maggots.
that was supposed to be like a blush, and I swear to God, it smelled toxic.
Why do you hate my makeup?
I couldn't imagine putting that on your face. Laura comes out, she got this thing. It's like Wonder Balm or whatever the fuck it's called, and she got a bargain version of it from Temu. And she comes out, and she goes, "I don't know how to say this other than to say it. Can you smell that?" And I'm like, "Wow, unbelievable!"
Here's what
And
happened.
I'm like, and
Here's
it
what
smells like rotten weeds.
Several
if
weeks
that's a
ago,
smell.
we showed this product, which was a neck rest with the hood on the top.
Sure. Yeah.
And and Fuzz said, I want that. So
Exactly.
I ordered it from Temu from Fuzz.
When you're being sent to the gulag in El Salvador, when you're being renditioned, you can go in style with this combination hood neck pillow. That's how you do it.
Because you think I won't buy something from China and send it to you, I absolutely will. Yeah. But in order to get the free shipping, I had to add something else. So I added.
So you added this, stinky face balm, and I honestly think that this works by producing a toxic reaction on your face. Oh, look at the blush. You look so healthy. That healthy glow. What else does need?
Does your whole body have chills right now because I said that there were maggots in the trash? You brought up the maggots, dude, not me.
No. Let's see. What doesn't need a live cam? The White House bedroom. Correct.
Gross.
We don't even think that's her. I'm not convinced it's her. Clowns do not. Yeah. The entrance to hell or the Trump bedroom. The future. Let's see. This administration. Maggots, me, Trump's bathroom, the area behind my fridge and under my oven. You know what you do? You know why, Sarah? Is because you see like a fucking Cheeto on the floor. I'm like, I'm not going to lean down and get it. Just kick it under the goddamn fridge. Am I right? Mm-hmm. That's how it works. And then when you move or you happen to move the fridge for whatever, you get a new fridge, you look under there and it's like piles and piles. How did that get under there? You did it. I did it. We all did it. We all fucking do that.
Ange says Fuzz looks so hot in the hostage mask pillow. Now that was not sent to you for sexual purposes.
However, you guys could go and see if that place with this stripper pole.
I guess if you just want to, if there is a lockbox on the sex stripper pole house, take the
let
pillow.
Yourself in. If the combo is right, go on in, man. I had to have some fun with it.
I mean,
let's see. You can play.
Maybe
ice.
Just add it to the listing. Here's a person with a mask pillow.
Let's see. The KN's entryway, truck stop kitchens, selection of produce at the grocery store does not need a live cam. That is true.
That's right.
Bonnie's kitchen, Bonnie's meat tenderizing instructional YouTube video lessons. Yeah. The Kardashians. Let's see. White Snake's performances.
Oh, big news. Ange and Fuzz are buying that stripper pole house.
Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love? Let's see.
Also, you're gay.
Colonoscopies. Exactly. The selection of the new Pope. Hey, they made a whole movie about it with Ray Fiennes and Stanley and my doppelganger Stanley Tucci.
And it's okay.
Yeah, it is okay if you're gay. It's fine.
It's fine.
Fuzz looks so hot in the hostage mat. Yeah, the house with the stripper pole. Department store fitting rooms. Well, yeah. I guess your mileage varies on that. There seem to be a number of sites devoted to exactly that. Let's see. My favorite Chinese restaurant doesn't even need a live cam. The Bunny Ranch front door. The last house I shot video of had a sex swing in it.
Well, there's the sex swing.
The mall food court. This is me, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go with Maleficent for Trump's bedroom. I heartily agree. Does not need a cam.
It looks like I might be mailing you those stickers that I said I would mail you weeks and weeks.
Could be happening.
I did this.
Could be on offer. So now we are on to the rapid round. Get your lightning fingers ready, kids. We're not fucking around with this stuff here. Listen, robots, even though they're replacing everything in sight right now, replacing all these jobs, they will never replace man's ability to blink. No matter what they replace, robots will never replace man's ability to blink. I
don't know why I have to just gesticulate like that. I don't know. Whatever.
Are you doing dipshit yoga? Are you keeping up with your dipshit yoga? Hang on. We haven't done old dipshit yoga in a while. Let's get caught up on that. Oh, it's still magic. Still magic, is it not?
I subscribe to that guy's exercise program.
That fella, honestly, he seems like a well-meaning fella. He seems like a very well-meaning fella, but he is hilarious. And he's like in his videos, he's like, honestly, you could set every single one of his videos to The Hustle by Van McCoy, right? Doop, 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 doop. He's getting down. He's getting funky in these videos, is what I'm saying. Like a whole batch of collard greens.
That's right.
And then you spell your name if you're serious about it. You spell your name. And then you apparently drop the mic.
Is it Dre?
Is it Dre? That's what they say.
When?
How often do they say it?
When?
Often. So often that you would remark on it.
Would that be every single motherfucking
Every
day?
single motherfucking day is how often they ask if it's Dre. Let's see. Robots will never replace. Let's see. Mistake. Kathy, that's a brilliant answer. Mwah. They will never mistake AI for A1, as did Linda McMahon, our Secretary of Education. You cannot make up the fact that the wife of the WWE is our Secretary of fucking Education.
This is what America wanted.
You cannot make this up. Yeah, apparently they're having second thoughts. Go figure. Exactly. Robots will never replace man's ability to screw everything up. I
told you so enough, so I'm just gonna stop saying it.
Fuck things up, sex you up, says my mom. It's honestly, that's where this is all going. Of course, sex robots are just around the corner. Somebody's working on it right now. Somebody's working on a sex robot as we speak.
Oh, Christina, we are robots will never replace man's ability to blank.
Yes, that is our prompt. Let's see.
I don't know. We were popping off about dipshit yoga and some other stuff.
You know us.
We only move forward.
We only move forward, and we lose the thread.
We don't remember anything that happened 30 seconds.
No. We don't. We live
in the moment.
We don't have a reverse gear.
Yeah. We're here with you in the present.
And do a hand signal for what you think a reverse looks like if you were gonna. Yes, thank you. A stick shift. Very good. Yes.
Yeah.
Boom.
Did you see that?
It doesn't go like this. No, fuck this. No. Or it doesn't go like this. No, it's like shunk. That's it. Volkswagen actually had theirs like on adjacent to your fourth gear, which was a bad move, honestly, Volkswagen, because that's when you're shifting along. It'd be far too easy to throw it in reverse when you're going like 70 miles an hour.
On the Gen X subreddit, somebody was complaining that the valet couldn't park their car because it was stick shift.
I think that's hilarious. I think that's absolutely fucking hilarious.
That's fine. A lot of people don't know how to drive stick, but if you're a valet parker, maybe know how to drive stick shift is one of your job requirements.
You would think that would be one of them. Yeah.
I wonder if I could still drive stick shift.
I tried it recently, and yes, I can. I rented a car, or maybe I tested.
Oh no, that was our friend's car was parked in that person's car was parked in the driveway.
Yes.
And then you had to, and I couldn't move it for some reason. I was like, why does this keep going into neutral? But it was like a weird stick shift.
Yeah. Whatever. Let's see. The robots will never replace man's ability to do the things that make Bonnie call baloney on you. Default to male-centric terminology when referring to all of humanity. Honestly, that's what we as man replace man's ability. I see what you did there, Joe. Yes, I like that. Acts like it's their first day on Facebook. What was that boom? Can you make this private group post shareable? What was that gunshot? My God, yes.
That is the right
answer,
yep.
Sarah.
Yep.
Sarah's won this round, but we'll continue to read.
Yep.
Be egomaniacal morons. Ignore the red flags. Elect Trump. Let's see. F and repeat the past. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, and also in that group, to the person who was driving at 4 o'clock.
They're not there.
Nobody's here.
You're yelling at us.
To the person who let their dog shit on my lawn. They're also not here. You're yelling at us. We didn't do that. Or do we picked up our?
Hate people. Okay. Oh my God, I hate people so much.
To the person. Okay.
Robots will never replace man's ability to provide constant entertainment from ridiculous human beings. True story. Scratch and sniff. Be gaslit. Fuck up and try again. By the way, Scott, you can type the word fuck here on the Fabulous Podcast if you'd like. We don't want to force you to do anything you don't want to do.
Scott says, ask what do you want to have for dinner? That's Scott's like the bane of his existence.
Apparently.
What do you want for dinner is his least favorite question.
It bothers us too. Like dinner is aggressively banal at this point in our lives. We've had to take steps to actually make it exciting. It hasn't been easy.
At this point, I'm like, here's my dinner concept. Right. And you're like, yeah, I'm not feeling that. I will. And then I will say, if you're not feeling that, what would you like?
Some days I'm like, yeah, fine. That's good. Yeah. That's good. That is a solid B.
I'll go, here's what I'm proposing for dinner.
Yeah. Let's see. What else? Robots will never replace man's ability to do butt stuff, apparently. Manscaped, says David. See my earlier comment, Ray, about sex robots. Managed to argue with his spouse and then completely forget what they were arguing about mid-argument. Yes.
That's right.
You have not been married if you have not had that experience. You're like, what are we? Oh my God.
You should pin it.
it's too late. I've already awarded it to Sarah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did pin it. Sarah won. Now I'm just reading.
Charlie Barrett.
Charlie motherfucking Barrett.
Are you getting married? Are you moving to Australia?
Are you down under?
Are you in Australia right now?
Down under? Well, howdy.
Hi.
From down under.
Hi.
Where,
Your girlfriend is beautiful.
She's beautiful.
Are you moving there?
Do the toilets flush backwards?
Do they swirl the other way?
How's the Marmite?
Why is there a bug in here? Well,
Oh, no.
okay,
That's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Let's see. Robots will never replace man's ability to climax too soon. Hi,
That's right.
Kathy. Batteries. Rationalize selfishness. Be trailer trash. Let's see. Ask what you want to have for dinner. Vote against their own best interest. Sarah, you are crushing this round. Give away mystery meat. Be Elon's clone. Struggle to change the clock on the microwave. Cottage cheese. Let's see. Yes, you are watching from Australia. How do?
Oh, does that mean your lady friend is also watching?
Well,
Hi.
welcome
Hi.
to
We're
our
Charlie's
weird ass
friends.
show. Yes, honestly, don't let this be a deal breaker for you. Charlie's perfectly normal.
Sorry.
We're the weird ones. We're the weird ones. Okay, so that round went to our dear friend Sarah.
Right.
We are officially international.
Hi.
We have people watching in Canada.
That's right.
We have people watching in Australia. I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps. Woohoo! All right. So let's move things along, shall we, with our rapid round here. The secret ingredient that makes my chili so awesome is blank. The secret ingredient that makes my chili, my special chili, so awesome, blank. She wants to fly up to meet us. All right. Well, you know flying up. You know the coordinates.
So just to explain,
Yeah.
during the COVID.
We should
started
explain what
doing
this
show,
nonsense that we're doing here. Yeah.
Just to entertain our friends,
Mhm.
and now we do it every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
night. We just write a show based on stupid stuff that we see during the week.
Basically,
and then we turn it into a game show.
Right.
Why?
Why? Because we like you.
I don't know.
I don't know. At the time we started doing it because there was nothing on.
Yeah.
All the shows had gone dark during the pandemic.
Why
as
are we still
remember.
doing it?
Why
Because
are we
it's
still-
what we do every weekend.
We're middle-aged people who don't
I
know
don't
what to do
know.
on a Saturday night.
We just
Clearly.
gather our friends around
That's
and
what
make
we do.
dumb jokes about things.
Yeah.
We don't know. We
Yeah.
don't know.
I don't
We're
know.
still here. Yeah.
But anyway, as I say, don't let this be a mark against our dear friend Charlie just for watching this nonsense. The secret ingredient that makes my special chili so awesome is lady juice, says Charlie. All right, let's see.
Cottage cheese. That's a good answer.
Hormel, a can opener is what Scott is saying. Yeah, turnips, Bonnie's beef, voodoo, neurolinguistic programming. Yeah, exactly. Gonna NLP you into loving my chili.
Mhm.
Perth.
Oh God, we should not start that.
No, you
There
can't
is an
start.
Australian
There's
person
an actual
watching.
Australian watching.
Oh God, it's so embarrassing.
Oh,
No.
I'm gonna have to stop myself from
Mhm.
breaking out my Australian.
Mhm.
Okay, and because honestly, she'll listen. She goes, "No, stop! Please stop,
Stop
doing
it right
stop
now."
doing my accent right now."
Oh my God. Stop
Let's
it.
see. The secret ingredients that makes my my special chili so awesome is cottage cheese. Says Scott.
That is right. That is right.
Laura has been putting cottage cheese into everything lately. Assless chap, says Sarah.
Oh, Stefan's mom says, Charlie, your lovely posts are making me happy.
Yay!
We are all
So-
enjoying your
We're
posts.
so happy for you.
Yeah,
You
we're
guys
all
look
so
so
happy for
cute
you.
together.
It's so cute.
Honestly, it's a lovely thing. Let's see. Bringing all the boys to the yard, says Christina. Free-range, grass-fed tomatoes, immigrants, and food from shithole countries. Honestly, that's where the best food comes from.
Right?
It just does. Let's see. I have newt raisins. If I tell you, it won't be a secret. Vote tampering.
Scott
Let's see.
said cumin in your face, and
Cumin.
I feel like that might be a good, funny restaurant.
That's very funny. Cumin in your face.
Yeah.
Let's see. Koala chlamydia, says Joanna. Very nice answer. Dear Laura, eucalyptus flavored, I would imagine. Who had the funniest response to the secret ingredient that makes my chili so
Oh,
awesome? Is blank.
Carrie Atwood has just
Hi,
arrived.
Carrie. Enjoying it with the
Enjoying
Donner
it
Party.
with the Donner Party.
Why not?
That's funny.
Because
That's funny.
gnawing on somebody's leg makes your chili extra
Mhm.
gamey, I would imagine.
No, this is you.
Oh,
this
is
is all you.
Is this me? Okay.
Mhm.
There were some magical answers on this draw, but I got to give it to Scott for Hormel. That was-
I have a real question though.
That was
Do
upsetting.
koalas really have chlamydia? I heard that was. a
I
real
heard
thing.
that koalas actually have chlamydia.
And how do they give it to you? Don't tell me.
I don't know if they give it to you, but they apparently all give it to each other. There is a big old fucking Skeeter Hawk.
I said that.
Ooh,
Okay. We have to stop ADHDing out.
And
We're okay. We're okay.
Listen, with everything happening at the national level, including having one Robert F. Kennedy Jr. as our Secretary of Health and Human Services.
Also, he does not sound good. What happened to him?
Oh, his voice. He has dystonia. I don't know if
Is
was
that
related
from the
to the
brainworms from
Might have
the
been
bear
brainworms.
cub that he had in his car?
Yeah. Anyway,
it's fine. We're fine.
We're fine. We're doing
America's
fine.
fine. We're fine.
Is there room for us down there, Joanna?
It's fine.
Honestly, I'll be on the next fucking flight.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this. The one place that I would go right now is Australia. I think that is the place to be.
Can you get us all a visa?
Can you please? Maybe we could actually
run for your life.
If you could, let's get an open visa program with our fine friends down under. I should make sure that my vaccinations are against blank are up to date. Given everything that's happening right now, I should make sure my vaccinations against blank are up to date. My mom said that happened when the worm in his brain died. Yeah, still in there. One would figure the corpse of that brain worm still hanging out.
Oh, I mean, the answer is koala chlamydia.
Koala chlamydia.
Like, is there a vaccine against that? I don't know. Did you all get your titers tested against the measles?
Got to do it.
Because I had to get revaccinated.
Big measles outbreak here in the States. Yeah. Delightful. Exactly. What's coming back?
Yeah.
I would joke about smallpox and polio, but I probably shouldn't. Because that.
In case you're just joining us, I went to the doctor recently and I said, hey, I don't have any of my vaccination records because my mom is deceased and I don't have any of those things. And my doctor said, oh, I'll just go ahead and test your immunity. And then it turned out I wasn't immune to things like the measles and the mumps. So I had to get revaccinated. Yeah. And it was not a great shot.
Yeah, it really did lay you on, didn't it?
Now let's be clear. I was vaccinated back in the day. It's just that my immunity wore off. So
that happens.
Probably because of the red hair. We burn off everything.
You do.
Anesthesia, vaccination.
It's the hotness.
Yeah, that's
too hot. Let's see.
We love you, Charlie. You're going to the gym. Goodbye.
Oh, it's tomorrow. Well, enjoy your coffee or whatever and your gym and all that.
And your koala chlamydia.
Enjoy your Sunday is what we say to you. Let's see. I should make sure that my vaccinations against blank are up to date. All of them, says Christina. It's measles, autism, koala chlamydia. We got a couple of those. Maple magas. Okay. Do they have that?
Autism? Yeah.
Do they have that up there, Sarah? I'm so sorry. JD Vance visits. That's exactly right. You got to watch out for that motherfucker. He's the Grim Reaper. Let's see. Everything stupidity. Pete Heg's death. Bonnie's McNuggets. Bullshit. 1950s America. And let's see, 1984, har har. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response?
I'm gonna give it to Ange for JD Vance visit.
Yeah.
Are you vaccinated?
Honestly,
because don't let him visit you.
Can we vaccinate the entire country against JD Vance? I would be all in favor of that.
I'd be fine if he went some places.
So I was just browsing through the Good Book the other day, as I want to do, curl up with a nice cozy a cup of tea.
The
Good Book.
Which Good Book?
The Reading Good, the only one.
Okay.
The Good Book. And
why don't you read us a quote from the Bible?
I thought we would fill in a section that I was a little lapsed on. In Genesis, they don't really say what God does after he rests on the seventh day.
Okay.
So on the eighth day, God created what? On the eighth day, God created blank. He created all this shit, and then Fashion Steve. Yes, he did. That's right. On the eighth day, he created Fashion Steve.
So, fun fact: a person I used to work with was Catholic, and we went to her baby's baptism. And
yes, we did.
I was a Lutheran growing up, and I went to church like everyone went to church, right? And then you get the stand up, sit down, recite the Lord's
Catholic
Prayer, whatever.
Yeah.
And we're doing all of that in the baby's baptism, and I look over, and Stefan's like, "Are you in a cult?"
I had no idea she knew any of that shit.
Everybody knows that, right? He is risen. He is risen indeed. To say the Lord's Prayer, stand up, know when to sit down, whatever. He doesn't know when to do any of it, and he's staring at me like.
My father made sure of that. He made damn sure. My father made damn sure I wasn't exposed.
I'm like, everybody knows all this, and he's like, not me.
No. Nope. And honestly, I did my dad proud that day.
Nope.
By not knowing any of that stuff.
So I was trying to like get him to stand up and sit down when I said, and he was like, I don't get, I'm not doing this. Nope.
Is that called the liturgy? Is it when you're doing the call and response? Kind of milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. On the 8th day, God created pocket pussies. Well, good job, God. The only show, Pussy Riot. Yes, I heard there was going to be a Pussy Riot.
Pussy Riot.
That's one of my very favorite Bill Clinton references in The Onion. Bill Clinton shows up after the band Pussy Riot was popularized, and Bill Clinton. I heard there was going to be a Pussy Riot. The Leap Week.
Yeah, Christina, you know it all, right? You know the whole Catholic stand up, sit down, whatever. Say the
Let's see, reruns. The snake. God created the snake. Yeah. And,
Lord in his wisdom, hear our prayer.
Put that back in there, God. Gefilte fish, says Kathy. Let's see. AI, capitalism, nihilism. A blank page in the Bible that's perfect for rolling joints.
Why not?
Or you could hollow out the Bible and hide your weed in there.
That's right.
Right? Stick that
Just
on
a
that.
book.
Yeah. Joey Blank McGee, theater makeup. Ringo, Phil Collins. Hey, wow, that's interesting. 2 drummers referenced there. My mom did not expose me to Catholicism either, and I appreciate that because my mom's a lapsed Catholic. She didn't.
No, it was actually nice. Like you were like, "What is this? I'm not doing this."
I thoroughly enjoyed the fact that I didn't know any of that. Let's see, aliens, cancer, birth defects, dementia, strokes. Oh, all the bad stuff. I see. Right. So, in other words, all those questions about why a benevolent deity would allow for such evil. He just did it on the 8th day. Guys, you got to make things interesting. Everything's too...
Well, he was done with everything, so he was like, let me just make some bad shit.
Poutine! That is the right answer, that's Sarah. Right. He did make me... God fucking love poutine. Love... What?
Keep scrolling till you get to...
Okay, so Christina says, love. Scott says, 2 girls, 1 cup. The saxophone, Pornhub, the green couch, friends, mimes, anal. Yeah, says Kathy.
I laughed at mimes.
Oh, mimes. All right. Extra time for a do-over. Is this you or me?
It's you.
This is, holy jeez, how am I going to decide this round? Jesus. I'm inclined to give everyone a point, but of course, if I give everybody a point, then
nobody gets
a fucking point, and that's no fun. I got to give it to Ange for a blank page in the Bible that's perfect for rolling giants. All right, listen, you guys remember those T-shirts that you used to see at the amusement park or whatever when you would go to someplace on vacation, and my parents went to Bloop Bloop, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt. Well, my folks went to blank, and all I got was this lousy blank. My parents went to Australia, and all I got was this lousy chlamydia. My folks went to blank, and all I got was this lousy blank.
You know how they feel about the 2-word answers.
How do you feel about the 2-word answers?
They never do it. They're like, meh. Yeah. Saturday night, we're drunk.
I'm drunk and high. You're making me do homework. No. I don't care for that. Steve, boo, Steve, bad Steve. That's a bad Steve.
Wow. Carrie, are you there?
Are you there?
Scott says he can't build Fashion Steve without the hand that's in your yard.
Honestly, he says he can't do it. So
Fashion needs to come here and get it.
Yeah, either he's going to have to come here and rendition Fashion Steve's hand, and fly it on a to a black ops site back east, or you're just gonna have to send it to him.
Don't send it to him. He's holding the rest of him, the rest of Fashion Steve hostage.
Yeah. Oh, look at this! They're actually responding.
Okay.
Well, then we're saved. We're saved.
My folks went to hell, and all I got was this lousy inherited
medical debt. That's right. Let's see. My folks went to retirement, and all I got was this crushing debt. Yes, I know it's generational. It really is. Let's see. My folks went to bed, and all I got was this lousy life. Yeah, your parents boned, and then all of a sudden I got borned. They burned me. I went to college, and all I got was this lousy student loan. I went to Be Happy, and then all I got was this lousy great life. Oh, Christina.
Aww.
That's so sweet. I love that answer. My folks went to the orphanage, and all I got was this lousy family. That's very funny. Let's see.
Carrie refuses. She says Fashion Steve can be one-handed.
I see. All right.
She won't give up the hand.
Not gonna give up that fucking hand, Scott. Let's see. Knott's Berry Farm. Went to Knott's Berry Farm, and all I got was this lousy pink eye. Apparently, that's a true story.
Gross.
I went to Daytona Beach, and all I got was this foster mom. Boo.
What does that mean? Does that mean that everything is everything has farts on it in Knott's Berry Farm?
Maybe everybody's just farting on the rides, and then you rub your
It's
hand.
farts, right? That's how you get pink
Apparently,
eye?
that's how you spread pink eye. I'm told
Every time.
that movie, Knocked Up. The guys all got pink eye because they lived together and they were farting on each other's pillows.
True story. Every time I ride the Paris Metro, I end up touching my face.
You do, and then
I get pink eye.
Get the crud.
It's gross.
To the point where we've started to travel with the drops.
No, I've done it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I know. There's something about the Paris Metro.
And I were in the
Paris
Paris like right after college, and I got pink eye in both eyes from riding the Metro.
Boo.
And then we went back, and I got it again.
Yeah.
I've had it like 2 or 3 times.
Let's see. Scott went to Congo, and all he got was lousy malaria. Work chore list. Pound Town. My folks went to Pound Town, and all I got was this lousy name. Okay, so Scott, that same idea is going to bed, and you wind up with I went to Burning Man, and all I got was this lousy rash.
No lie, I almost went to Coachella this year. My friends in the desert were like, "You should come down," and I almost did it, and then I didn't do it.
Yeah, we're gonna get a tent next year. We're all gonna go glamping at Coachella.
We're gonna do it.
Christina went to Costco and wound up getting a lousy lifetime membership. There you go. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response to my folks went to blank, and all I got was this lousy blank.
I'm gonna give it to Kathy for my parents went to bed. All I got was this.
Yeah, I think that's the right answer. That is absolutely the right answer. Listen, those of you who know me know that I've been doing therapy for many years. I actually finally quit because I feel like I reached the end of therapy. However, after many years of therapy, many sessions, my therapist has diagnosed me as blank. After years of sessions, my therapist has diagnosed me. Finally produced that diagnosis. Turns out I'm blank. Let's go along with it.
Scoop, do, 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 do. Let me tell you a story about a guy named Steve, guy named Steve, guy named Steve.
Go on.
No, I'm good.
Go on, it's a bouncy tune. It's a bouncy C.
No, you go ahead.
Let me tell you a story about a girl named Lori, a girl named Lori, a girl named Lori. Let me tell you a story about a girl named Lori. It's not going to be boring. She showed up on the Only Show, and she's hot, so we know that she's on the Only Show because she's so fucking hot. Key change.
Why not?
Let me tell you a story about a guy named Fashion Steve, guy named Fashion Steve, guy named Fashion Steve. Let me tell you a story about a guy named Fashion Steve, never seen again. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No, that's a terrible
Missing
story.
On a milk
Terrible story. Oh, my God. Pin it.
Oh, boy.
Fucking around.
Pin it.
Oh, my God.
Pin it.
After years of sessions, my therapist has diagnosed me with Stefan. Oh, man, I'm sorry.
With the inability to pin it.
I'm so sorry. My therapist has diagnosed me with her therapist. That's funny, Ange. I love that. Diagnosed me with as sick of this shit, says Fuzz. Same. Girl, same. Done, says my mom. American. Your money is no good here, says Scott. Bankrupt. Let's see, a distinguished gentleman. Really, Sarah got diagnosed as a distinguished gentleman. Was it your fancy mustache?
Mm.
Was that what led to that diagnosis? Rich enough to keep seeing a therapist, says Joe. Right.
And they're talking about you.
Maybe. All right.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see. A second intro. Affluenza. I'm doing better than most. Gen X diagnosed me as being Gen X. Is this you or me?
It's you.
This is 13. Round number 13. Need to early bill me. Oh boy. Yeah, that's no good. These are fabulous answers. I think I'm gonna give it to Ange for after years of sessions. My therapist diagnosed me with her therapist. Yeah, that's she's done with me.
I thought you were going to go with Fuzz for sick of this shit.
Well, give Fuzz a point, too.
Yeah,
give Fuzz a point.
Okay.
Listen, I've been trying to be more social lately because, as we all know, I hate people. However, in an effort to be more social, I've joined the Blank Club. In an effort to be more social, I've joined the Blank Club. And I won't forget to pin it this time. Maybe. It depends. Am I ranting? Am I going off about something? That's the only way to know for sure. If I'm gonna remember,
what were you on about this week? Oh no, I was on about something this week.
Yeah.
We opened a checking account. a new one. For the sole purpose of paying our health insurance through a checking account.
This is unbelievable.
And then this took months
Yeah.
to get this new checking account.
Yeah.
And then I tried to actually connect the dots, right? And then it wouldn't work. And so I emailed the banker and I said, what's going on?
Sure.
And he said, oh, well, you can't use the checking account as a checking account unless it has checks. And I said, well, I didn't get any checks. And he said, well, you didn't request any checks. So how could you get checks unless you requested that? And I'm like,
this is one of those Kafkaesque moments. It is the essence of a catch-22, and it is absolutely enshrined in our corporate banking culture.
Right?
I found that to
like,
be astonishing.
Are you being so for real right now? Like my account won't work unless I have something that I didn't know I had to request.
Right,
and he goes,
and it won't work.
Yeah.
They won't send it to you, and it won't work unless you have it. So yeah,
unless you request it.
And a checking account that doesn't have any, I would assume
is not a checking account.
I would assume that unless you have, if you get yourself a check, that's what you get, right? You get those babies, and you're good to go.
Anywho, those checks came today.
Okay, all right.
So now apparently that checking account will work, and the months that we had that money in that account. Couldn't get that money out apparently because we also don't have a debit card for that account.
Sure. Yeah.
So
yeah.
How were we supposed to get them? Who cares? We don't know.
I don't know. In an effort to be more social, I've joined the Fight Club, says Scott, the Silent Book Club. But Mom says Fight Club, Recovering Friendsters. Sure, remember that? Right next to the MySpace guy. Mime Anonymous. Sigma, says Joe. Adjusting to Better Meds Club. Yeah, I'm in that club whether I like it or not. Ice Cream Social Club, Elks Club, Virtual Club, Grinder Club, the fucking Do It Anyway Club, Skibbity Club. Joe, definitely you. Whether you want to be in the Skibbity Club or not, Joe, you're in there because you're a teacher dealing with youngsters. The How Could This Be Worse Club, the Mickey Mouse Club, the Local Motorcycle Club, the Homegrown Game Show. Yes, you are, Sarah. You are definitely in the Homegrown Game Show Club. Talking with the Outside Voice Club, the Good Boy Club, the Checklist Club, says Kathy, the Mile High Club, the Interpretive Dancing, the Local Women's Club, Solo Club, Bonnie's Beef Club, the Key Club, the Pillow Man Club. Oh, man. How are you going to choose from those?
Who's the Pillow Man? Is that a murderer?
The My Pillow guy, I think is what she means.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Checking account irony is one of my top favorite 10 funniest bits of the entire 5 years of the Only Show. There you go. You've done it.
Really?
Apparently, it's one of Angie's favorites.
Was that
Enshrine it?
Was that a classic?
Write it in the sky.
Because that just seems dumb.
Yeah, it's really fucking dumb.
Oh! Do I need something I didn't know to request? Fantastic! That makes total sense. Wait, I'm ranting now.
I'm giving you a bouncy C. Give it a rant.
Let me tell you a story about a checking account. It's not going anywhere. It won't work unless you request the checks. Whatever.
Is this you or me? This is you. This is round number 14, right?
I'm just watching the answers.
The Members Only Club, the 80s Nostalgia Club, the Columbia House Club. Sure, we're all members of that. Proud Boys Club. Oh boy.
Do you know, fun fact, that Angela is from Indiana?
Yes,
and
we know
the
that.
only person I ever knew that was from Terre Haute, Indiana, where they had the Columbia House, was when I first met Ann. She said, "Oh, my grandparents lived there," and I was like, "Oh, real people live there."
Yeah, it's like meeting somebody who lives in Battle Creek, Michigan. Oh, and the Kellogg's, where I used to send off the box tops to get whatever mail away prize I was entitled to. Who had the funniest response, dear Laura?
I'm gonna go with Ray for the Bonnie's Beef Club.
The Bonnie's Beef Club. We're all members.
Have anyone among us ever eaten Bonnie's Beef?
Who among us? All right, so we're having a big giveaway on this show tonight. You get a blank, and you get a blank. Everybody gets a blank. This isn't really a three-parter, unless you want it to be. It's whatever you want it to be, kids. My cousin ended up scamming Columbia House and went to jail.
What?
But
do we need a new moth night for you to tell us that story?
I thought they were scamming us.
Come
I
on.
thought that was the whole point of Columbia.
It was 1 cent
House.
for
exactly 1 cent,
and
and then they just keep billing you. You know, they send you the shit. And then
you were
they
never
bill
going
you.
to cancel.
You were
never going to remember to cancel.
No, you just would. Yeah, honestly, that was like the original app you sign up for, and they get you for like $25 a month, and you forget, and then you look up a year later. I'm like, fuck.
They call that breakage, right?
Breakage.
Like when you forget to cancel your gym membership.
Exactly.
You get a bill, and you get a bill.
Everybody gets a bill. You get the finger. You get the finger. Tariff. Oh yeah, exactly. That's exactly right, Carrie. You get a tariff. Membership to the Columbia Record Club. Oh my fucking god. How we do? Oh my god! It's 20 after 9. How did he say? How has this happened?
I don't know.
Yet again.
It just evolves into this.
We are so we're trying so hard.
Yeah, we try to get out of here, and then we don't, and then
we're doing our best to keep you on a tight schedule here. We know you have things to do. Chippity chop. Let's see. Trade war. Everybody gets a trade war. Trip to the ice center. Butt plug. Let's see. This is me, correct?
Yep. Yep.
I'm going to give this to...
The tiebreaker should be round 15.
Christina said that she was... Exactly. Christina says that she's honored being part of the question tonight.
We just added that when you said you were coming. We were like, let's make her a question.
You get a line and I'll get a poem. We'll go down to that fishing hole, says my mom. I figure that's an old folk tune that my mom...
You get a line, I'll get a poem. No?
Sounds right. Yeah, I would go with that. Calendly appointment from GD Vance. We'll skip that, JD. It's fine. Guy's a fucking he's the masquerade Grim Reaper. Koala chlamydia.
And everybody gets a chlamydia.
A 20% coupon to Bed Bath and Beyond. Let's give it to Ange for or no, actually let's give it to Maleficent for koala chlamydia. I like that. Passport. Trump fucked. All right. Yes. These are all right. Okay. So now Laura's going to take a moment to add things up. And since
you play a song,
we haven't listened. Well, I've already played a song. I feel like I've
you've written your own song now.
Written that for tonight,
play a song.
We're going to play
a song.
Angela wanders alone in the dark. What's on her finger and where did it come from? And how did it get there and where did it start? People play games on a Saturday night. Somebody says that what Angela's going through speaks for us all, and we all can relate. 'Cause the thing on her finger is only the spark to the question of meaning and how, where it all starts. Angela's finger speaks for us all. It's gonna be on the wall of renown for all time and reminding us we know fuck all. And the present is now in a year that won't end. And the only thing you really need is a friend. Angela's finger. Angela's finger.
Well, as it turns out, it was appropriate that I wound up playing that song because guess who won? It's
right.
Angela.
Angela's finger. Angela and her finger have won tonight.
Hey,
And she gets the prize of having her husband have a neck rest with the hood on it.
Actually, yeah, she also gets the prize of not having any more shit in her house. We give you the prize of not sending you a prize, Ange. How about that? We know you too well.
I already sent her something. Well, I sent Buzz something this week. So, you know.
Yeah, well, so Carrie says she loves Angela's finger. By the way, I love the animation on that, Carrie.
I know it's so
very
good.
dear.
It's so good.
It is very, very dear. I love you people so much. But so now Angela's won. So it is time now for our tiebreaker.
Face off.
It's time for the face off. the pants off, dance off, or
Face
something.
off.
I don't know. Anyway, let's get introduced to the new, I suppose, timely superhero. I'm Blank Man, and this is my sidekick, Blank Boy. I'm Blank Man, and this is my sidekick, Blank Boy. Apparently, speaking of fucks, Adam West and Burt Ward apparently used to fuck so much on the set of Batman that they actually had like a special place for them to just go, and they had like just lines of women. And
Oh my God, I thought you meant each other.
oh no, I did not mean each other.
Oh my
That
God.
would have been fine. That would have been fine. No, Adam West and Burt Ward were apparently such legendary Lotharios that they were just like constantly boning like day and night, and even like on set they were like disappearing to a fucking back room and just heading to Bone Town. Those fellas like to bone. Adam West, who knew, man? Who knew that guy had it in him? I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, that was an interesting fact. Where did I learn that? I think I learned that I might have learned that on TikTok.
That sounds like a TikTok fact.
Exactly. The many things that one learns on TikTok.
That sounds made up, but that's okay.
Well, listen, I always say that even if, like, for example, you've all seen somebody wrote an article about all of the substances that Hunter S. Thompson used to ingest on any given day. And it basically started with like fucking dropping acid, then drinking Chivas Regal on ice all day long, and, smoking marijuana, and then dropping acid again, and, mescaline and all this other stuff. And then, around like he would, go to dinner and lunch and all this stuff. And then around midnight, then he'd start to write. And then when he was done writing, then he would take fucking Nembutal or, some sort of sedative and like
He
knock
has like
himself
3
out.
or 4 good hours of writing a day, right?
Basically, and the rest of it is all just recreational drugs. Now, obviously, that can't all be true every single day, or the man would have died much sooner. However, even if it was true, like a tenth of that was true, that was an awful lot of shit to it. Same thing with like Bukowski, right? These guys are these legendary, drinkers, or druggies or whatever. It's like, even if they do a fraction of what they are purported to have done, that's still a lot of fucking.
There's no way.
A lot of fucking shit. Okay.
There's no way.
So
I think it's all exaggerated.
I'm Blank Man, and this is my sidekick, Blank Boy, Blue Suit Man, and Pope Killer. Ladies and gentlemen,
Pope Killer.
Fucked Man and Screw Boy, Bone Man and Fuck Boy, The Man, Alter Ego Boy, Doge Man, and this is my sidekick, 14 Mini-Me Offspring Boys. Boo. That's true. This is a Simple Man and Sick Boy, Text You Back Man and Eric Boy, Pope Man and Altar Boy. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's rough, Sarah. Beef Man and maybe Chicken Boy. Peanut Butter and this is Peanut Butter Man and Jelly Boy. Sure, why not? DJ Man and K-Pop Boy. Burning Man and Coachella Boy. Glitter Man and Fancy Boy. Teacher Man and Groomed Boy. Oh, boy. And Undereducated Man and Destruction Boy. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what we're up. So, dear folks, let's start voting. Canal. Do it. Vote on who you think had the funniest response to I'm Blank Man, and this is my sidekick, Blank Boy. Well, we had exemplary play on the show tonight. Some folks returning to the field of combat.
Ange got
tonight.
4 points, but Maleficent got 3 points. That's
Maleficent got 3 points. Wow.
That was she was the runner-up.
The runner-up. It seemed actually like the points were fairly evenly distributed.
Yeah, they were.
This evening. Meaning y'all were a bunch
Except
of funny
all the ones
motherfuckers.
that were taken by Ange for being the funniest funny pants.
Yeah, that goes without saying. So
Canal. How you like me now?
How you like me, Canal. Veteran players showing up, suiting up tonight, and showing us how it's done. Doing some signature moves on the field of play, on the only show Field of Play tonight. We had some veterans showing us some extraordinary moves and showing why they are.
You guys know
best.
that you have to vote, right?
Yeah, are you guys voting? I hope you're voting.
Not voting.
Yeah. Maleficent says she loves being runner-up. Nobody's voting?
Nobody's voting.
Nobody's fucking voting. All right, well, we've had a fun time anyway.
We all win just by being
I was going to say, haven't we all won? Haven't we all won? Yeah. Barbie and the Barbie Man and Keenoff Kenoff boy? Kenoff? Is that a Canadian thing?
Canal.
How you like me, Canal?
How you like me, Canal?
How do you like me, Canal?
How you like me, Barry Keogh?
Keogh. Yeah.
No, it's Barry.
Keogh.
No,
Keogh?
it's Riley Keogh. It's Barry something.
Barry, the kid with the big schlong
I'm an
from
idiot. Everyone's yelling at the screen.
that sex show. What the fuck was the name of that?
Barry something.
Key something. It was Key something, right?
I'm an idiot.
Barry, yeah. What the fuck? Now this is gonna bother me. And what the fuck was the name of that show? It was on Netflix. It was a movie about some interloper, kind of Salt. That was it.
Right.
It was basically like a Great Gatsby, sort of. But this kid comes
with
in
a huge cock.
Yeah, big cock. He comes in as an interloper into this rich family and basically winds up fucking killing him. It was a treatise on class.
One by one.
That's what it was. One by one. It was an Oscar-nominated song. Kenough. Got it. Oh, right. Of course. Yes. Thank you. All right. Do anybody vote?
I don't know. They're not voting.
Well, we're just gonna say that Maleficent is tonight's runner-up.
Should I refresh? I don't. Are they actually voting and I just don't see it? I don't.
Let's see.
That happens sometimes.
Are we?
Here we go. They are voting.
Is it Kathy?
I'm He-Man, and this is my sidekick,
Mama's Boy. He-Man and Mama's Boy. Kathy is our runner-up tonight.
Peanut butter and jelly.
I think, right?
Well, no. Ray got 2 votes. I don't.
Everybody wins. You get a prize, and you get a prize, and
Kathy got some votes. Ray got some votes. I don't know.
You people are amazing. I'm just gonna keep doing this.
Hope Man and Altar Boy. And see, we fell apart at the end. That's what happened.
Yeah, exactly. We were going so strong.
Yeah.
Going so strong.
We were doing great. We were good.
Just stumbled across
and
the
then
finish
it went
line.
on for an hour and a half, and we just fell apart, right?
This is why we don't go.
See, this is why,
because honestly, your entertainment dollar diminishes in value the longer we go on. I'm telling you.
That's right. And everyone's like, "What are we doing here? What are they doing? What are we all doing here?" We don't know. All right.
Oh, you people, we love you guys so much, and we will see you guys next week, barring any.
And remember, if you open a checking account, be sure to request those checks.
Be sure to request those checks. And on those words of
the
wisdom.
more you know.
Bye.